Welcome to Alto Frio Area Youth Camp 2016. We have begun our monster orientation, and so but before we get started, how about we introduce everyone? Looks like we have a mummy right here. Mummy Mike, I believe, is your name. Hey there, Vampire Daniel. How's the blood-sucking business?
It's going quite well, thank you for asking.
Good, yeah, anytime. What, do you have a favorite blood type?
Oh, negative.
Okay. All right. It's hard to be positive out there, isn't it?
It is.
And then we have Paul, and Paul, you are a puppy? Oh, you're a werewolf, all right. Paul, how are you?
Good.
Good. Seen any full moons lately?
There should be one out this evening.
Nice. Sounds pretty good. Now, you usually have some sort of celebration on a full moon?
Yeah, you go and howl.
Can you give us a
Sure.
good old howl?
Woo!
Very nice. Good howling. And then finally, just a lady. Ma'am, what kind of monster are you?
I'm pregnant.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you're pregnant. Yeah, pregnant women can be kind of scary sometimes, I guess. I mean, that's what happened right here. Sorry. Well, we're going to go over some of the rules that we have for camp, just so you're aware, and then for our viewers, so that they're aware as well. Now, our first rule is to always be aware of the personal responsibility you have here at camp. Mummy, always be aware of your bandages. It'd be a terrible thing for someone to step on a trailing bandage. Mr. Vampire Daniel, no eating kids.
That bites.
Now, Werewolf Paul, I know it might be tempting to chase children. Please don't chase the children. It's not safe. There's a lot of dangerous things around camp. That kid might trip, they might hit their head on a rock, or they may just jump in the river. Yes, Vampire Daniel.
Yes, are you sure we're not allowed to eat any kids whatsoever?
Yes, you cannot eat kids.
Not one kid?
No kids.
Well, about 5 kids.
0 kids.
Now, there's a group, the little ones, the little red group, little division, red. I can't eat any of those?
You may not eat any kids. 0 kids.
Not even red.
I'll say it in Spanish for you. No. Our third rule that I wanted to discuss is medical protocol. If there's ever any medical emergency, maybe you run and you fall and skin your knee, or just any medical emergency at all.
What? Gosh.
Any medical emergency, please be sure to find the nearest adult, and they'll do their best to get you to the nurse where you can get the proper treatment and care. Our fourth rule is about property. Alto Frio is a beautiful campus, and we want to do our best to make sure we take extra good care of it so that we're able to enjoy it for years to come. So take care of the buildings, take care of the grounds, pick up trash, do your best to just have fun and be responsible with the grounds. Yes, Vampire Daniel, another question?
There's no onions on this property, correct?
Wait, I thought vampires couldn't be near garlic.
No, I'm fine with garlic. I just hate onions.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, as far as I know, there are no onions. But if you need some, a special meal plan, we can make that happen. So just talk to your leader, and they'll get with me.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Our next rule has to do with curfew, and our curfew is midnight, 12 a.m. So make sure that when that time comes, you are in your cabin, all snuggled up nice in your bed, and not howling at the moon somewhere, Paul.
Even if there's a full moon?
Even if there's a full moon.
Not even if I'm like this? Woo!
Especially not like that. In fact, please don't jump on tables and howl. That's not a good idea. It's not safe. And people eat there, man. Come on. So next I want to talk about vehicles. For the adults here, make sure that you park in one of the designated areas. There's lots of shaded room around, and for students, sorry, but you can't ride on any of the golf carts unless you're injured. All the golf carts are reserved specifically for camp staff and camp usage, so that's kind of a bummer, but I'm sorry. Yes, Mommy Mike, you have a question?
What about horse and carriage?
I'm sorry, did you say horse and carriage? Like you brought a horse and carriage to camp?
Is that a problem?
Actually, I don't know. I'll get back to you on the horse and carriage.
I'll just have a snack.
So our next rule goes over dress code. We want to make sure that while you're here at camp that you're able to focus on one thing and one thing only, and that's how to gain a closer relationship with the Lord. And so we want to try to keep distractions to a minimum, and oftentimes, with students, the big distraction is the opposite sex. And so we ask that you dress very modestly while you're here at camp. And so when you're swimming, that means no two pieces. Sorry, mummy. You're going to have to be all wrapped up. Get it? You don't get it? Okay. If you wear a two-piece, make sure you do wear a dark covering over that. No short shorts, so make sure that as you leave your cabin, you check your shorts, and they need to be about finger length. If you wear a tank top, it needs to be 3 fingers on the shoulder. And pretty much just make sure that you do your best to be extremely modest while you're here at camp, and that'll be great. And don't forget, there are rocks everywhere, so always wear shoes. Anyone have any questions? Yes, question.
Are we allowed to wear capes?
Capes are okay. I will allow capes, yes. As long as you wear something under the cape.
Sounds great. Now, Paul over here likes to wear a Speedo as he swims. There's got to be a rule for that.
There's absolutely a rule against that. Speedos are not encouraged, nor are they allowed.
Fantastic.
Hey, quit dogging on me.
So this last rule is about the restrictions here at camp. Some of the restrictions are there's absolutely no drugs or alcohol. Please also do not do any fireworks. If you brought them, throw them away, because we're going to have our very own special fireworks show along with setting a world record that will be approved by Guinness. Also, one thing we don't allow is Paul's pets.
Hey.
Sorry, Paul. Sorry about that, Paul. Me too. Also, cell phones. If you brought your cell phone, we ask that you give that to your counselor, and counselors make sure your students don't have them, because the biggest thing that we want is to keep this area distraction free, and often cell phones can be a very large distraction and keep students from meeting with God in the best way possible. The last restriction we have is known as PDA, or PDA, and PDA is public displays of affections. It's hugging, it's kissing, it's holding hands.
Does this rule out necking?
That does rule out necking, yeah.
Dang it.
Is that what you call it?
Well, it's just kind of the new thing we're trying out.
New thing or new fang?
No, a new thing.
Oh, new thing. Sorry, vampire. You get it. Yeah, no necking.
Okay.
So, really, just to wrap things up. Get it, mommy? No? Still nothing? Really, after all that? Okay. Well, I tried. Thank you for being here and attending Alto Frio Air Youth Camp. We are extremely excited to have you monstars here with us. And you, Miss Pregnant Lady, who even scares the monsters. That's impressive. Thank you for being here, and we hope that you have a fantastic week and that you are able to truly meet with God. Thank you. You are dismissed. Paul, dude, I literally just went over this. You're not supposed to have cell phones. I'm sorry, I gotta... Paul. Just gonna calmly take this from you, because you're not supposed to have it at camp. Okay. Thank you. Have a great week. Please don't eat me.